friends, welcome to my channel. Let's see where Nifty and Bank Nifty will move tomorrow, what strategy we need to apply and what we have discussed yesterday. Yesterday we discussed like if we are seeing a gap down and if the price is coming at a higher levels and if it is crossing that point, we'll be looking to sell the market, and somewhere like the target should be like 17,000 levels. But you can notice like today the market has opened a very big gap down and there was a little bit of a confusion. I was not seeing the Nifty because I don't trade at the Nifty. I usually trade at the Bank Nifty because Bank Nifty will be having a big move. So I was trading at a Bank Nifty itself. But in the Nifty, if you notice very clearly, like there was a quick sell-off. But first 5 minutes candle was an indecisive candle. Like it clearly shows like neither the seller nor the buyer is interested or dominating the market. But after 20 minutes, like the 20 minutes of the candle, you can notice very clearly like at these levels. The buyer is trying to lift the market. That means the buyer is seeing this prices as a cheaper price. So he is just waiting for a liquidity because he wants someone to sell for him. So at these levels, as you can notice, like 16,950 levels, the buyer has tried. That means like the buyer is sitting at a higher levels and he wants to buy at a cheaper price. So this was a clear indication like the market is going at higher and higher prices. So later what had happened, when you have an order flow chart, like you can able to clearly see like either the buyer or the seller is dominating the market. So once this is finished, like the seller has tried up until here, you can notice like the delta has picked up and later the delta got reduced slowly and gradually. That means the sellers have gone. There was a buyer who was sitting and there was a range in the market. The range was like 16,850 in the futures level, and the range was there. That means like someone has placed a large orders here and he was accumulating and the market was bidding higher and higher price. There are 20th minute of a candle, we have noticed like there is a buyer and there is a range in the market, and we can assume like the price is going to go higher and higher prices for sure. Like you can notice again the buyer came and he lifted the market. Later the buyer came and lifted the market and there was a breakout and it went all the way to the higher and higher levels. So somewhere after 130, like there was a big breakout and the market has went somewhere to 17,150 levels and it flushed all the way to the lower levels. Like Nifty is almost like net to net, when you can notice like neither buying neither selling, like it was almost like equal amount of a buying and selling has took place in the market. So what we have to do for tomorrow's market. So let's go into the structural format and see what we can do. So if you look into the 5 minutes of the structural format, like a good amount of an accumulation has taken place at these levels. So So good amount of an accumulation has taken at these levels. As you can notice here, very good amount of an accumulation has taken place, and I would say like this levels would be fine. I'll just erase this levels. So this levels would be fine. Like as soon as the market crossed this level, there was a one side rally. The people who now shorted here, they all covered their position and market has rallied at a higher levels and the price is still holding at highest point. So what we have to do for tomorrow's market, if the market is opening flat and if it is coming down, we'll let it go, because as you can notice at 17,000 levels there is a good amount of a support. So even we can't catch because the volatility will be very high and it might even come very fast. If the market is opening flat and if it is going these levels, we'll just avoid the market. And if the market is crossing somewhere like 16,950 levels and if it is going below this one, we'll definitely look to sell the market, because the people who know about here and here, they'll all be liquidating the market and the market might go at a lower levels and it might go to 16,850. If the market is crossing like today's high, so today's high will be like just a second, it is like 17,150. As soon as the 17,125, I would say like 17,125 crosses, and if the 5 minutes candle holds here, if the market opens flat and if it crosses 17,125, we'll definitely look to buy the market, and first target should be like 17,200 and next target should be like 17,300. If the market is opening a gap up and if it is opening above this point, we'll definitely look to buy the market, because this might act as a support and the buyers might come and accumulate here. The buyers might take the prices at a higher levels. If the market is opening a big gap down like today, we'll just see the price action, because the people who are now short here, they'll be having their overnight positions. So the market might come for the profit booking and it might go even at higher levels. We'll see what the price action is telling to us. According to that, we'll position ourselves. Well, we'll go into the Bank Nifty. So in the bank nifty, just a second. So this is the order flow of a bank nifty chart. So this is a order flow of a bank nifty chart. Like you can notice the same thing. Somewhere here the buyer came and later it flushed a little bit lower and it took all the support and it started to backbid. Somewhere at this point I said you to buy the call options, which was like 460 rupees, and the stop loss was 420, and I didn't give the target because I was expecting a target of at least 500 points, at least 460. Like I was expecting this target of 600, but what it happened, like it went beyond to my expectations. Like it went to 640 right here itself within a 10 to 15 minutes, like 20 minutes of time. It gave a very good amount of a profit for us, and we booked our position and we squared off. From the morning I was just giving you to buy the bank nifty itself, not to sell the market. You can see my telegram chat. Even I was saying you to buy because you can notice from here the delta has picked up. One way the delta has picked up, that means like the buyer is interested today to lift the market at higher and higher prices. Later the market came here. Somewhere at this point I gave you the call options. Again, due to some volatility, like it triggered a stop loss and market has backbidded at a lower levels. So later I closed my position because I was having a little bit of a work. I was not in my office, so I couldn't give this move for you. Because usually what it happened, like when there is a too much of volatility, one day when there is a big move, the other day the market will be at a volatile range, because as you can notice, like VIX was increasing and premiums were shooting higher, so the institutions might not take it a big ranges. So even my premium clients, and they were asking, because I give the privilege for them to chat with me. If you want to be a privileged customer for us, for in our company, like you can subscribe our channel, and with that, like you can join at a telegram channel, and I can share you my personal telegram ID, and you can even chat with me as well. So here you can notice, like somewhere the delta was down, and later there was an inside candle, and the buyer was lifting here. This is a very clear indication, like the buyer is buying, and you can notice like the seller is trying to sell the market, but the price is not going lower and lower prices. It's a very clear indication, like the breakout is about to happen. So later the breakout has happened, a good amount of a short covering has happened, and somewhere at this levels 37,600 was acting as a good support resistance. My client was asking, sir, can we buy here? I said no, because there is too much of volatility, like you can't buy at these levels. So later what it happened, like it flushed all the way, like 300 points got flushed completely. And net to net, if you notice, like there's a good amount of a buying has taken place in the market, so we might see some amount of a short covering tomorrow as well. So let's go into the structural format and see what we can do the strategy for tomorrow. So these lines I've drawn in the morning just for my reference sake. So you can notice, like there was completely in the range. Somewhere here I said you to buy the call options, and we captured this move. And second time when the price came here, I was expecting the same move at a higher levels. This I was expecting this, but due to volatility it triggered a stop loss. Next it went all the way to the higher levels. Again it came and it triggered a stop loss, but I didn't give any of the call here, neither here. I was neutral. I was just saying you to look at 37,200 P just to watch, add and watch, because who knows, like the selling was coming because the people were now short here. If it would have come here, everything would have been, the stop losses would have been triggered and the price might have gone to the lower levels, but it didn't happen. Like the market went higher levels and it took somewhere like inside candle, you can notice here, and there was a good amount of a short covering rally, and everything flushed at the end of the day. So what we have to do for tomorrow's market? So tomorrow will be a little bit of a confusing. Let any of the levels, let it break, then we can initiate our trade. So the first thing is, like if the market is opening flat and if it is going higher, where if the price holds above 37,400 levels, we'll definitely look to buy the market, and will target up until 37,600. And if the 37,600 crosses decisively, we might even see like 38,000 levels for tomorrow. If the market is opening flat and if it is crossing this swing, the swing has to be this 37,100. And if it is crossing 37,100 and if it is going down, we'll definitely target up until 36,900, 36,800 and 36,700 as well. First, let the market decide in which way it is going. If it is opening a big gap up above this point 37,600, we'll wait for 10 to 15 minutes of a price action and we'll definitely look to buy the market, because up above this one the buyers might accumulate and they might take the price at a higher levels. If the price is coming and if the price is crossing these levels, the people will know about here. If the market opens if the price opens a gap down and if it starts to go higher, the people who have shorted here, they'll be looking to book the profit and market might go at a higher levels. We'll see what the price action says for us. Please do subscribe to our Telegram channel. We'll be providing certain tips for you, and if you like that, please do try to take 1 or 2 trades. That will definitely help for you and you can make a good amount of profits, because once you start to build little bit of a profits, that profits you can use as a stop loss for a bigger trades. I hope you like my video. If so, please do subscribe my channel and press the bell icon as well. Thank you so much.